Over the last few years, I've really began to question the people that I'm friends with. Don't get me wrong, I love my friends. I love all of them, my friends, my family. They've all helped me get to the place that I am right now. But I don't resonate with them in the same ways that I used to. And there's a couple points to this that are a little interesting. The first is that we've grown apart in interests, and that's to be expected. I mean, when you go away for college and stuff, you're gonna have experiences that are different from your friends from, say, high school. But the interesting thing is that, well, I have kind of really started to expand my outlook on my life. It seems like a lot of my friends are still stuck in the past. More specifically, so many people I know are still living in high school. Let me explain more. So many people from my high school are constantly talking to the same exact people they were back then. They're still talking about the same things as they did back then. And they're even reminiscing about the same occurrences that have happened in the past in high school and that I've heard time after time after time. I can't help but notice that the only thing we seem to have in common now are the memories that we made when we were back in high school. Again, don't get me wrong, I love my friends, but it's so interesting to me how different people really view their lives. A lot of people went through high school and decided that the identity they developed while they were there was the identity that they would hold forever. I don't know about you, but I have changed my identity immensely since high school. Sure, at the core of it, I'm basically the same person, but there's a lot of life events that I've evolved from, and a lot of interests that I may have had in high school, I can't even really relate to now. For one thing, when I was in high school, I was a big time gamer. I used to get home from practice and hop right on to Discord with the boys, and I'd be on there until I went to sleep. But now, there's just something so off putting about just gaming. The first thing is that it takes away from real life experiences. I have a girlfriend that I often visit and hang out with. I have work. I try to get to the gym. I have this YouTube channel. And there's all sorts of other responsibilities that I have now that I just didn't then. But it seems like some people I know still do that. They still just, I don't know how they do it. They get home and they just are ripping games, but it's crazy to me. Like, if I, and maybe this is a me problem, but if I'm not doing something super productive, it feels like I'm doing something wrong. But again, that's just me. Again, there's nothing wrong with these things, but a lot of people postpone adulthood and they don't grow. And I think part of the problem here is staying in your hometown. Now, this is kind of hypocritical because I still live in my childhood home, but I actually went to school and lived on campus. And I think that definitely helped. But again, I didn't move outside of the state, so it still didn't really achieve that effect. I think for me, it's just I have so many dreams and goals that supersede what I was capable of in high school. When I ask people around me, like, what are your dreams? What are your goals? No one seems to have a big dream. No one seems to think big. And I don't know. I just don't resonate with that. I've kind of always had a delusional sense of self worth. I've always been delusionally optimistic, but so many of these people that I watched grow up, that I grew up with, they're working and that's just the end of their life. Like that's just they're good doing the same exact thing day in, day out. I just laid out that a lot of people I know, and probably similarly a lot of people you know, are still living in high school. And maybe you are too. Maybe you're questioning yourself now. Are you living in the past? So, what's the solution? How do you escape this? And why should you? Starting with the second part of that question, I think you should definitely move on from high school and you should definitely look past it and start dreaming big because that's the only way to grow. If you're always stuck talking to the same people about the same things that happened years ago, then you're never going to develop into a person that you want to be. If you're okay being the same person, that's fine. But at least ask yourself what it is that you want out of life. Because I think so many people just go through the motions and they just go through high school and then college, and then they come back home and they ask, is this it? Is this just the life I live now? And the answer is your life can be whatever you want it to be. You can do whatever you want to do. You just have to think bigger. And then moving back to the solution, I think the solution is that wherever you are in life, you just need to take a risk that is unnecessary, but puts you in position to grow. For me, this risk was starting this YouTube channel. I've always had some sort of itch in my body to do a side hustle, but and, and I've tried so many different approaches, but none of them really stuck because they weren't really any that resonated with me. But this YouTube channel resonates with me because it's almost therapeutic in the way that I just get to speak my thoughts and get my opinion out there. For others, these solutions may look more extreme. This may be completely uprooting your life and moving somewhere different. This might be going all in on a different kind of side hustle. The point is you need to take advantage of your youth, and I'm only 23. I have to remind myself that all the time. Like I have so much life ahead of me. But what I don't want to get stuck into is the mindset that I can just keep on coasting and doing the comfortable thing. In fact, it makes me uncomfortable thinking about being comfortable because then you get complacent and then you stop trying. Stop trying to be better, stop trying to learn, and eventually that makes life the same, it makes it boring, and it makes it unenjoyable. So if there's one thing you take away from this video, try to break the habit of getting stuck in the same social circles, talking about the same things. Try to create new memories. Even if it's with those same people, it will be worth it. But the last thing you need is to continue rehashing something that happened years ago. So I don't know if any of that made any sense, but that's kind of how I've been feeling lately. Um, Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Really interested to hear what you guys think. Have a good one. Bye.